We bring you to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. It's week 3 of the preseason, featuring the all-time LA St. Louis Rams, who will take on the all-time Kansas City Chiefs. Nick Rice on hand on a warm 82-degree day. We are underway. Rams and Chiefs, the all-time rosters franchise. Tyreek Hill from 2 yards deep, smoked by Hall of Famer Jack Youngblood of the 14. And there is a guy destined for Canton, Patrick Mahomes, leading the way for the first-string Chiefs offense. A pretty underwhelming start to the preseason for him. 67% completions with 79 yards. He played the first quarter of the game against Tampa Bay, and last week played the first half at Baltimore. First down to the 14, and they'll get things going on the ground with Priest Holmes. This is the 3-time Pro Bowler out of Texas who gains about 5. The all-time Chiefs offense, incredible playmakers, including Tyreek Hill and Otis Taylor as the pass catchers. Tony Richardson, Priest Holmes, and Travis Kelce are the starters for this Chiefs offense. Kansas City doesn't have one but 2 Hall of Fame tight ends. Joining Kelce is Tony Gonzalez. He's the man in motion here on a 2nd down and 5. Mahomes fakes the handoff and finds Tony Gonzalez, who picks up 5. First down, Kansas City. The all-time Chiefs are one of the winningest franchises in NFL history. 54.8% wins and 3-time Super Bowl champions. Mahomes gets rid of it to Taylor, who picks up 4 on his first reception. Patrick Mahomes, who is currently the all-time NFL record holder in passing yards per game, one of the best quarterbacks in the history of the NFL, and the Chiefs may be there at the very end with him at the controls. The all-time Rams defense, loaded with Hall of Fame talent. Merlin Olsen, Aaron Donald, Deacon Jones, Jack Youngblood, and Nolan Cromwell, the starters for this incredible unit. The Rams, in 4 different seasons, led the NFL in total defense. They just have so many weapons out there at their disposal. Even if a few go down, the backups every bit as good as starters on many teams. Here's Holmes. The ball comes out, and Larry Brooks recovers on a fumble. It looked like he might have been down by contact, but for the moment, it is a fumble recovery. Let's check out this play again. The usually reliable Priest Holmes hit by both Cromwell and Brooks, who recovers the fumble. In fact, we have a review. Here's the call.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is overturned.
And there we go. First down for Kansas City on the reversal. Priest Holmes earning the nod at running back in front of a couple great players, Larry Johnson, Jamal Charles, Christian Okoye, who should play later in the ball game. Holmes gains 3. Let's check out the AFC West standings. Chargers lead it. The Broncos are 1-2. And then joining the Chiefs are the all-time LA Oakland Raiders at 0-2 to begin the preseason. The loser of this matchup falls to 0-3. What is a shocking start to exhibition play. Holmes on the call. He picks up a couple. Larry Brooks makes the stop. 3rd down and 4 yards to go. About 3 minutes in from Arrowhead. They'll go run again, and this time Holmes is buried by Richer for a loss. The Hall of Famer out of Cal brings him down at the 47-yard line. And Kansas City's Jarrell Wilson, a 3-time Pro Bowler out of Southern Mississippi, for the punt. And he'll send this away cleanly towards the end zone. And it sails inside of the 5 and just rolls in for a touchback. A net 33-yard punt. To the field for the all-time Rams is Hall of Famer Kurt Warner. His numbers a little underwhelming too. 60% completions with 66 yards and an interception. As we all know, a grocery bagger in the 90s before being acquired off of the practice squad by the Rams. And then after Trent Green went down to the 99 preseason, the rest was history. He built a Hall of Fame career from there. Speaking of Hall of Famers, Dickerson gains 4. The all-time Rams, their offense very good as well, led by Dickerson, of course. Dick Bass is the fullback. Red Phillips at tight end with Elroy Hirsch and Torrey Holt, and at wide receiver for the Rams. Now the LA St. Louis Rams, they will have plenty of influx of the wideout spot. They're bringing in a couple of guys on the preseason roster, Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, to try and battle for final positions. Eric Dickerson, foot race to the end zone, and Dickerson is going to win that battle, 76 yards for the touchdown. What a run. Eric Dickerson, not just an incredible player in between the tackles, but has breakaway speed, and we saw him outrun Robinson to the end zone for the all-time Rams. He set the single-season rushing record, which still stands today with over 2,100 yards in his second season to the NFL, and on just his second carry, goes 76 for the score. 3:12 left in the first of this one. Eric Dickerson, the Hall of Famer out of SMU. Just a short plane ride away in Dallas. Return to the 17 for Dante Hall, who's also vying for a roster spot at return man for the all-time Chiefs. The final 53-man roster will be put together after week 4 of the preseason. Mahomes gets rid of it to Hill, who gains 9 on the catch. Jalen Ramsey makes the stop for the all-time Rams. Late in the first, on the heels of an Eric Dickerson breakaway touchdown, Chiefs on their second drive. Their last possession ended with a punt. Holmes, already 3 first-down runs, has 29 yards on 7 carries and picks up another first down for Kansas City. He was a big proponent of the very successful era of the 21st century was Priest Holmes with Kansas City. Mahomes to Kelsey, incomplete.
Number 15 throws incomplete. Second down.
The all-time Chiefs with 20 playoff wins as a franchise, tied for 14th in the National Football League. A very successful franchise put together by Lamar Hunt and most recently by Mahomes and Kelsey. Priest Holmes sets up 3rd down and 5 for Kansas City. First down make at the 41-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground with Holmes. An interesting decision, but it works. Gain of 6 and a first down. That was an aggressive play call to Priest Holmes, and with under a minute left in the first quarter, Eric Dickerson remains the only points of the day. Here's the toss to Charles, who slips a tackle and is taken down by Long at the 46-yard line. Second down and 6. Another former Longhorn with his first carry of the day, a 4-time Pro Bowler out of Texas, Jamal Charles. Holmes releases. Mahomes to Bo to close the quarter. It's a gain of 6. 3rd and 1 coming up next. We played a quarter from Arrowhead. The Rams by 7. The all-time Chiefs lost to both Tampa Bay and Baltimore to begin the preseason. Baltimore in a rout last week at M&T Bank Stadium. Holmes picks up a couple on the first down. The all-time Rams likewise losing their first 2 against Indianapolis and Tennessee. First down to the 45 here underway in the second, 7-0 Rams. Nick Rice in hand of Arrowhead on a balmy 82-degree day. Jump ball to Taylor, and he dropped it. He was pretty well covered that time. The Rams have been around 87 seasons in the National Football League. The Chiefs 64. But the Chiefs already with more Super Bowl titles than the Rams. Play fake to Holmes. Mahomes goes deep. There's Dwayne Bowe. Wrapped up just a yard and a half away from the end zone. What a play, Dwayne Bowe. And what was a tough stretch with guys like Alex Smith and Matt Castle. Mahomes throws to the end zone for Burford. It looked like he scored. The officials come in. Yes, touchdown Kansas City. First touchdown pass of the preseason from Patrick Mahomes, and that is to the Pro Bowl receiver out of Stanford, Chris Burford. Terrific grab as he just gets the second foot in. Kansas City brings in Nick Lowry, the three-time Pro Bowler out of Dartmouth, for the extra point. We're tied at 7 with 6:44 left in the first half. And what a weapon the Chiefs have with Patrick Mahomes on the team. He is already in the discussion for being the greatest quarterback of all time as Eller downs the ball for a touchback. But the Rams have plenty of weapons at the quarterback spot as well, and we'll see it throughout the course of the ball game today. Starters will play the first half, the number 2s play the third quarter, and the number 3s play the fourth quarter. On a 4-man rush, Dickerson makes the catch and picks up 6.
Number 13 throws complete. Gain of 6 on the play.
Well, with many franchises, Marshall Faulk would be the best running back they've ever had. But Eric Dickerson beat him out for the top running back spot as Warner throws incomplete.
Can't complete the pass.
Just an incredible career for Dickerson, not just with the Rams, but also with the Colts. Just an incredible career. Dickerson sweeps to the left and is wrapped up by Bell a yard away from the marker. And with under 6 minutes to go in the half, the Rams are bringing the punt team first of the day for one of the best of all time, Johnny Hecker. 7th on the all-time punt average list, 4-time Pro Bowler out of Oregon State. And he drives it deep. Hill at the 28-yard line. Wrapped up by Williams, the Hall of Famer, at the 30. Mahomes and the Chiefs found the end zone on their last drive, but Mahomes is split out wide. Wildcat formation for Kansas City. Charles gets a block from the quarterback. Here goes Charles to the 50. Taken down to the 39-yard line by Ramsey, a 31-yard gain.
31-yard gain on the play.
Well, Kansas City should be a real weapon on offense. One of the best in the league in the regular season for the all-time rosters franchise as Brooks gains 3.
The ball carrier on the play. Gain of 3.
What a treat it is for Mahomes to have these guys at running back, both Holmes and Charles, a great 1-2 punch at the tailback spot. 4-man rush. Mahomes launches. That pass falls incomplete. Hill was the intended target. That is a rarity. Not too often you see Mahomes overthrow, of all guys, the man he worked with for so many years for Kansas City and helped win their first Super Bowl in 50 years in 2019. As he overthrew Tyreek Hill that time on a 4-man rush, he completes the in-cut to Hill, who does get him closer in field goal range, but short of the marker. So from 48, Nick Lowry checks in for the field goal. Out of the hold of Hall of Famer Len Dawson. Not an easy kick, but Lowry drills it, and the Chiefs take a 10-7 lead.
The field goal attempt is good.
3:39 left in the first half out of Arrowhead. 10-7 Kansas City. This the best game for week 3 of the all-time rosters franchise preseason as the kickoff is down for a touchback. First down, Rams. Warner on a 4-man rush. That pass is incomplete.
Number 13 has his pass ball incomplete. Second down.
Hall of Fame and Bobby Bell was the man on the pass deflection. Second down and 10 yards to go. Bell is in on the rush, so Warner had to throw that one away. Warner very fortunate that he didn't take a big shot on that play. And a quick 2 incompletions from Warner sets up third down and 10 yards to go. It's the Hall of Fame Warner out of northern Iowa, needing the 30 to avoid a 3-and-out, and his pass won't come close. First reception of the day for Kupp. Despite the excellence of Eric Dickerson, Warner has been pretty quiet, 2 for 5 with 8 yards with under 3 minutes left in the half. He's in the punt. Cooper Kupp currently 9th on the all-time list for receiving yards per game in NFL history. Here's Hill. A 12-yard return to the 40. Taken down by the Rams Eddie Meter, number 22. First down to the 40. Kansas City has scored on each of their last 2 drives. Mahomes to Burford, and then Lowry from 48. Here's Holmes with a great job up front. First down, Kansas City. 12 carries for 56 yards for Holmes. First down on a pickup of 11. This may be the final play before the 2-minute warning here. Kansas City already up a field goal. Blitz is coming, and you better not blitz Mahomes. He usually delivers. That pass to Burford falls incomplete. The Rams brought the heat, and Mahomes just missed them. A couple of errant throws from the Hall of Fame Patrick Mahomes out of Texas Tech. Not a very long drive from Arrowhead. Holmes on the call, and he goes into the 2-minute warning with a gain of 9.
Number 31 on the carry. 9-yard gain on the play.
2 minutes to go in the first half from Arrowhead. And the all-time Chiefs lead the game 10-7. 3rd and inches. Deep drop from Mahomes. He's going downfield. Kelce had to adjust, but makes the catch. 21-yard pass completion to Hall of Famer Travis Kelce, the 8-time Pro Bowler out of Cincinnati, in the conversation for the greatest tight end of all time. After the big completion of Kelce, that pass is knocked away. Taylor, the intended target. Now, my vote for the best tight end of all time is Rob Gronkowski if you take out injuries, but if you include injuries, well, yeah, Kelce, the best receiving tight end, you can go a number of ways, like Ozzie Newsome, John Mackey of the Colts, and, you know, even though he doesn't want to admit it, Shannon Sharpe as well, as he helped give the Broncos and the Ravens Super Bowl championships. Off of the timeout, they'll go run. Here's Holmes, who sheds a tackle and gains just enough. 1st and goal, Chiefs. Empty formation for Kansas City in the midst of a methodical drive late in the half. Here's Mahomes against the blitz. Hit as he throws. Kelce for the touchdown. Incredible job from Mahomes as the pocket collapsed immediately. Took a huge hit. Travis Kelce, his safety valve in so many games throughout the 21st century, in for the score. And out of the hold of Dawson, Lowry converts. 3 consecutive scoring drives for Kansas City. Kelce, 2 grabs for 29 yards and the touchdown. Now, with Mahomes, Kelce, Gonzalez, all the Hall of Fame talent up front, this is a team that, if they aren't top 5 in total offense for the all-time rosters franchise, I would be shocked given they stay healthy. 50 seconds left in the half. 17-7, Kansas City. Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes today for the Kansas City Chiefs. That may have been his final snap of the ball game. Warner to Phillips. Over the middle for the gain of 17. And the Rams will call their first timeout. Head coach Dick Vermeil stops the clock. First down to the 38-yard line. Warner against the blitz finds Torrey Holt, who helped win him a Super Bowl in 1999 and nearly did in 2001. The 7-time Pro Bowler out of NC State with his first catch. 1 timeout left in 39 seconds. Warner on a 5-man rush. There's Holt again. First down, Rams.
Number 88 on the reception. The result of the play is a first down.
Warner has certainly been terrific on this drive.
The pass results in incompletion. Number 82, the intended receiver on the play.
Kurt Warner carving up this defense today for the Rams, but that pass was deflected by Cherry at the 50. Warner to Phillips. He dropped another one. Incomplete.
The pass is incomplete. Number 82, the intended target.
Well, certainly not the type of production in the receiving game that Kelce and Gonzalez provide to the Chiefs offense. Phillips, the lead tight end for the Rams. Warner throws to Phillips, and he just can't seem to catch anything. Another drop. And with 17 seconds left in the half, the Rams will bring in the punt team here. Johnny Hecker with another one, and he sends this towards the end zone, and that is in for the touchback. The Chiefs may just feel compelled to run out the remainder of this clock. The number one offense looks like it's in midseason form right now. 3 straight scoring drives. Holmes drives past Donald. No timeout as he gains 7. We've played 2 quarters, and that Kansas City offense is as advertised. The Chiefs lead this one by 10. Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. This is the all-time rosters franchise. Nick Rice on hand for week 3 of the preseason, Rams and Chiefs. This is where the preseason becomes very special. Guys are going to get cut after today's game. Irvin returns to the 22 where Travis Kelce, not only a touchdown catch, but he also makes a stop on special teams. This is where guys earn their roster spots. We'll see it more in the 4th quarter, but even in the 3rd, guys like Cooper Kupp, who's out wide for the Rams, vying for final roster spots. Roman Gabriel throws to Dickerson, who dropped it on the opening play of the second half. Later in the day, we'll see Hall of Famer Bob Waterfield take the field for them. Norm Van Brocklin is contending against him for the final quarterback spot for the all-time Rams. Falk is buried for a loss by the blitzing Johnny Robinson. Robinson, not only one of the greatest cover safeties in NFL history with 57 interceptions, but also good against the run. 3rd and 13, Gabriel is hit as he throws. Neil Smith supplied the pressure that time on the deep pass intended for Puka Nacua. Wilkins, in the preseason, guys switch roles at kicker and punter. That one bounces past Hall, who doesn't do much, out of bounds at the 41. For the all-time Chiefs, they've got a couple of guys vying for final roster spots as well, including the Nigerian Nightmare and Christian Okoye. Charles, to the 44-yard line long, makes the stop. Just underway in the second half, the second string offense led by Hall of Fame passer Len Dawson try and pick up where Mahomes and company left off. At the 44, they'll face second down and 6 yards to go. Here's Charles into the secondary. First down, Kansas City. A terrific performance today for Charles and Holmes. The Rams pride themselves up front as being one of the most talented defensive lines in NFL history, but they're getting beat off of the snap right now. Speaking of that, Bahan brings them down on a gain of 1. As the 3rd quarter continues, Kansas City on its opening drive of the second half with 3 receivers on 2nd down and 9. This may be the first attempt. Well, nope. Here's Charles buried by Jack Youngblood for a loss. Jack Youngblood, to begin the regular season, will have a healthy leg. He broke his prior to the Super Bowl, but still played in the big game. 4-man rush. Dawson, he's going for it all. Into the end zone. Dropped by Carson. That would have been a touchdown. Not too often Chris Carson drops a pass like that. A great throw from Len Dawson. Lowry with the line drive punt. It is returnable, reeled in by Irvin at the 14. Not Michael Irvin, but Leroy Irvin to the 22. So with 4:37 left in the 3rd, the Rams, second string offense on the heels of a 3-and-out, will begin their next drive with the 22. Marshall Faulk wrapped up at the 29-yard line.
With the carry. 7-yard gain on the play.
As mentioned, this is an incredible offense with running backs as good as anybody in the NFL. They've got a couple of guys vying for roster spots there too. Gabriel takes a deep shot, and it's intercepted by Grayson, and he's taken down at the 25. The final cornerback battle for the Chiefs is Dave Grayson against Kevin Ross. Grayson certainly helped his case with the interception. Dawson, another deep pass. He's got a man out there, but Kennison dropped the football. Pretty well covered that time by Jerry Gray. A four-time Pro Bowler out of Texas. 3:50 left in the third. Nick Rice in hand. A balmy night from Arrowhead. Chiefs and Rams. Both teams searching for their first win of exhibition play. Kennison picks up 2. These are two of the more storied franchises in NFL history, the Chiefs and the Rams. Winner of 5 Super Bowl championships. Dawson pulls in the low snap, completes to Kelsey. And he's taken down inches away from the marker. Well, no matter what quarter we're in for the preseason, they're going to have a great tight end. I mean, Kansas City is like a tight end factory. As Lowry sends one away. And Irvin is drilled immediately at the 39-yard line by Houston. The Chiefs with Hall of Famer Tony Gonzalez leading all tight ends in NFL history in receiving yards. Kelsey may soon join him at tight end 2, and Fred Arbanis. Those are the 3 tight ends, and a couple of great players who have made Pro Bowls could not make it to the final 53-man for Kansas City. What a football team this club is at tight end. Now, receiver, they are just a little more thin as Falk is smoked at the 44 by Lane Year. But outside of Otis Taylor and Tyreek Hill, you get a little bit of a drop-off. Certainly no slight to the guys that are there. They're incredible by NFL standards, but by all-time standards, not quite the production of other teams at receiver. Gabriel's going to go to one of them, and there is Eric Dickerson for the touchdown. Well, it's just game over for DBs if Eric Dickerson is split out wide. Check out this race to the end zone. 4 Chiefs in the area, but Dickerson wins that battle. And the Rams, Eric Dickerson, is back on the board. Extra point is good. It's 17-14, a huge touchdown catch by Dickerson. .127 left in the third quarter of this one. 17-14, Kansas City. And Dante Hall, nicknamed the Human Joystick, returns to the 23. Dante Hall trying to earn a final 53-man roster spot at return man. He gets an opportunity because of the aforementioned thin receiving core they have, as Charles gains a couple. Because behind Hill and Taylor, you're looking at Chris Burford, who caught the touchdown, Dwayne Bowe, Eddie Kennison. Not necessarily household guys, but still, of course, could make an impact this year. Charles on the call. Picks up 8 inches away from the first down. This may be the final play of the third quarter and the final play for the second-string Chiefs offense and Rams defense. Some starters trickle in for both sides. Charles taken down near the line. The officials will bring in the chain gang to measure this one. And they say no. 3 and out as he's inches away. End of the third quarter from Arrowhead, the Chiefs by 3. A couple of guys are going to get cut as we begin the fourth quarter. Nick Rice out of Arrowhead in Kansas City. It comes down to 8 minutes for some of these guys on the fringe of those final roster spots. Lowry sends away the punt. Reeled in by Cooper Kupp, and he's taken down at the 36. So here we go for the Rams. Guys like Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, and Hall of Fame quarterback Bob Waterfield trying to win a final roster spot. Waterfield's going to need a big fourth quarter. Jackson on the check down dropped the football. He's also going to need a little help from his receivers and running backs. The Rams running back room, Eric Dickerson, Marshall Faulk, Steven Jackson, Todd Gurley, and Lawrence McCutcheon. Winner of that battle gets the final running back spot. Jackson inside. And he's wrapped up with a 45, a gain of 9. Steven Jackson 18th on the all-time NFL career rushing list. Marshall Faulk is 12th and Eric Dickerson is 9th. 3 of the top 18 running backs in career running yards, all on the same team. We'll see if this is a first down. Chain measurement again, and they say yes. Jackson for 1, first down Rams. Cheryl Hedrick with the stop. So here we go. Gurley against McCutcheon. Winner gets the final running back spot for the Rams. Jackson instead off right tackle. Ali wraps him up with a 48. And that's the problem with playing just the fourth quarter. Very few opportunities for these guys to win the praise of the coaches. Gurley inside, buried by Matthew immediately. Well, he's going to need a whole lot more than that. Lawrence McCutcheon breathing down his neck right now at the 46-yard line. Another run to Gurley, who picks up the first down, a gain of 7. It is really a shame that Gurley sustained the type of injuries he did. He was on a trek to be one of the best running backs of all time, or at least of the 21st century. All time may be a little overblown, but Gurley's still very good in his day. Drilled by Lanier at the line. Todd Gurley, 3 consecutive Pro Bowls to begin a very successful start to his NFL career. Then after injuries, he was forced into an early retirement. False start. And now he's just trying to make the final running back spot for the all-time Rams. He'll flank the quarterback, Bob Waterfield, who has yet to throw the ball. It's 2nd and 14. They'll run it again. Gurley with no chance. Buried by Houston for a loss. About 4 minutes to go. This may be the first attempt of the game for Hall of Fame Bob Waterfield, 2-time Pro Bowler out of UCLA. Indeed it is, and he's going for it all. And that is a little overthrown and incomplete. The Rams, Jeff Wilkins for the punt. And he sends this one away cleanly into the hands of Abner Haynes at the 11. Young blood in pursuit, brings him down to the 17. Next week, the all-time Rams visit Jacksonville to battle the struggling Jaguars. Kansas City on the road as well. They're in Lambeau to face the Packers. First down, they'll run the ball with the Nigerian nightmare, Christian Okoye.
Number 35 on the carry.
A 3-yard gain with Robert Quinn on the stop. Okoye trying to win a final roster spot for the Chiefs. Likewise, his career cut a bit short with injuries. Okoye releases. Smith finds him, but he dropped the football.
Number 11 can't complete the pass. 3rd down.
2-time Pro Bowler out of Azusa Pacific, the intended target, and he'll dot the I on 3rd and 7. Rams threaten blitz here with the 2 tight end set for Kansas City. It's a run. Here's Haynes, and he crawls ahead to the 28-yard line. That should be a first down for Kansas City. Indeed it is. First down, Chiefs. Final play before the 2-minute warning coming up for Kansas City, barring a penalty. It's first down at their own 28-yard line. Outstanding run from Haynes. Okoye and Haynes should get the bulk of the plays here in this fourth quarter drive for Kansas City as they try and milk away the clock in an effort to win the game right here. Of course, Mahomes threw the 2 touchdowns. Burford and Kelsey in the receiving end. And a Lowry field goal, the difference in the game. Youngblood wraps up Okoye on a gain of 7. Not a long NFL career, but Okoye in his peak as good as anybody in the NFL at that time in the 80s. Second down, another run, inside to Okoye. He spins, he fights, and he's got the first down. Timeout Rams. Christian Okoye has to be impressing the coaching staff right now with the way he's running in this offense. Okoye playing just 6 years in the NFL from 87 to 92. Another 7-yard run for the Nigerian Nightmare. And there he goes. He led the league in rushing in 1989 and is leading the way for the Chiefs in rushing right now. Second down and 3. Rams bring in both linebackers at the 46. And they'll keep it on the ground with Okoye. He motors to the 50, first down Chiefs, and the game is over. Alex Smith in Kansas City is going to sit on the ball to close out this one. Congratulations to the Chiefs on their first win of the preseason. Our final score from Arrowhead, the Chiefs 17 and the Rams 14. For the rest of our broadcast crew, Nick Rice saying so long from Arrowhead. Chiefs visit Green Bay next week. Rams are at Jacksonville next Sunday. Until then, check out the complete highlight package along with the roster cut day show this weekend. This is the all-time rosters franchise with Charge Dude 95. We will see you on Sunday.